Patrons, how are you all doing? This month of February is always just full throttle. I mean, last month, foot came off the throttle a little bit. It's just like from halfway into this month, I thought, okay, it's going to be another kind of sort of relaxing month, but then stuff just came flooding in. And of course, I love to keep going with the used content. It's like, as I said in that i3 video, it's just like therapy for me. Absolutely love it. Hope you guys have been enjoying the content. But I'll quickly let you guys in on earlier in the month when Ethan from Tag Mods came over. We did a bit of behind the scenes talk with him. So I'll show you guys that footage right now. And then I'll after that, we'll go through the studio here. So let's roll that footage. Yes, patrons, this is really like, this is behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
Walk, yes. So this is like everything that's going on.
Does that mean we're behind the build too?
That's it. So we've got Ethan here. He's come up from Geelong. He's really made this build possible. It's just been so good to have him around. And he's a good friend. And that's the whole thing.
This is true.
It's not just like the build is the build. The friendship is more important. And that's the way it's always been with me. I don't want to work with people who, I guess, you just don't
get along with.
Or, well, you know, but you just know that there's some sinners. I don't know. There's just some element about them that you don't trust or something.
Yeah, I get that.
You know, and so like I sort of come into that a bit in the industry. Not a whole lot. I do, like, I've got a lot of friends in the industry.
I feel like every industry has that kind of stuff though.
Yeah, and so like I only connect with people who I feel are genuine, and I feel like that's why I know Ethan's a genuine guy. We first met in Computex 2017.
Yes.
And it's just, we've been really good friends ever since. And so pretty much any friend of his is a friend of mine too. Like, it's a growing network of just cool people, genuine people. And we've had a lot of fun so far filming this. I'm going to take him out on the town now, shout him some beers, and we're going to have some dinner and a lot of fun. And this just, I hope you guys have been enjoying the content out on the channel. This month, behind the scenes, we're doing Darth Jar Jar, the filming of it. It's just really cool. Like I edited a video this morning while they were having a bit of a sleep as well. So we make it work. Everything somehow works out in the end, just like this build. It worked out really well, yeah? So,
yeah. We're not lazy. We just didn't sleep before our flight. There's a big difference.
Yeah. Do you have a patron at all? Or like?
No, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I haven't even thought about it, to be honest.
Okay, well,
I probably should. I just haven't.
I know, but people just like they love what you do, and they want to see you keep doing it and better.
Yeah, exactly.
Better. So the patrons donate money because they love what I do. They want to see me get better gear to film. They want to see me improve everything and make sure. And at the end of the day, they get better content as well.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of a win-win. Yeah.
And well, that's why I love doing behind the scenes stuff for them. And this is just one of those things where Ethan's come up from Geelong, and we're sort of just been having a lot of fun as well, but he's only up for one night. I couldn't get him up for any longer. He's just so busy.
So much to do
with custom builds.
I
think I've met someone who's busier than I am. Like, he's flat out, and I can't.
That's the best way to be there. I'd rather be busy than bored.
Exactly right. You'd rather be busier
100%.
than bored, and so that's I agree. So we're busy, and he's really busy. He's super busy, and so that is
so much more to come though.
Yeah, there is so much more to come, guys. I hope you have been enjoying this content. And so this is just behind the scenes, what we're doing here at TechYes City. We're sort of just making magic happen. And
I do like the HQ. It's nice.
Yeah, so this is the whole studio as well. You guys know what the studio is all about. Ethan definitely has been impressed by the studio. So I've been definitely enjoying this whole build and just everything that's happening. But other than that, this is just the part where behind the scenes here for the month where Ethan's down here. And if you guys have any questions for him, make sure you drop it in the Patreon comments, and I'll be sure to pass them on because
ask away. I'm more than happy to answer any and every question you have.
Yeah, talk through DMs and private messages a lot as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll make magic happen for you guys. Of course, he's really busy, but you know, you'll catch him. Guys, if you plan to go to an event, definitely come to Computex. Because I loved Computex last year. I've loved it the year before.
Yeah, Computex is pretty great.
It's probably my favorite
If you can't
event.
afford to go to Taiwan, then PAX is probably your best bet.
PAX Australia.
Well, IEM's pretty good as well.
Yeah,
if you're local to Sydney, definitely IEM. If you're local to like Melbourne areas,
a lot of the patrons
PAX.
are from overseas.
Overseas, right?
Yeah. So I'd say if they can fly, definitely come to Computex. It is cracking.
What other big events are in America though?
Because I think America's PAX. There's PAX.
Yeah, they have like PAX South, PAX East. Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you guys, I think CES. I think Computex versus CES. I like Computex.
QuakeCon.
Well, I
That's one
think
they have.
Computex is like the best of all the events. Like
It's pretty central as well.
yeah, it's full on. It's for enthusiast tech. Like the main thing is for.
We're gonna catch up with everyone that you only see like once a year because.
Yeah, it's really fun, guys. The parties are awesome. Everything's great behind the scenes. So if you guys can come to Computex, make sure you do because
do that.
That's what I'm in. Yeah, behind the scenes stuff.
Behind the scenes.
Right. But this is
bills.
behind the
Yeah.
scenes. So yeah, guys, I hope
behind the
you
bills.
have enjoyed this portion. My man Ethan, he has come to really make.
It's
this
been
build,
good, man. It's been real good.
Make this build come to life. I love it. So it's gonna be the new streaming PC.
Yeah. Cheers, guys.
All right, guys, we'll
Merry
catch you. Now, getting back to the channel itself, just been super busy. The views, I think I got like 2.5 million views, which is like the best the channel's ever done in the history of Tech Yes City. So I was super excited about that. I was like, wow, okay. Because last month, I think in December, we broke 2 million views for the first time. And I've always been like trying to get through that barrier and then just smash through it. So I don't know what's been going on. I guess I've taken a step back, and you've probably seen on the channel that the upload times are just all over the place. And that's because I said to myself, I'm not gonna try and get a video out by a dedicated time anymore. I'm just gonna go through that video, edit it, and when I'm happy with the final product, really happy with that final product, then I'll release that video instead of sticking to a schedule, because I think the content itself should always come first. And that's sort of like the thing I realized this month, and I've been focusing on just instead of having to get those videos done, just making sure they're the best I can make them be. And then just, wow, what about products that come through? 1660 Ti's, Radeon 7s. NVIDIA wanted me to take a look at their 2070 and 2080 as well as their 2060. So they sent all three of those through. I'm actually going to buy a 2060 off the shelves because I checked out the Galax 2060 and that was performing a little bit less than the 2060 Founders. And the 2070 Galax I have here, I got two of them here, and they perform pretty much in line with the Founders 2070. So I'm kind of a little bit suspect of what's going on with the 2060s at the moment. So I'm gonna get to the bottom of that in March, where I'm gonna get this retail sample in. It's just the cheapest RTX 2060 I could get on sale. And I'm gonna test that against the Galax and then against the Founders card and do a three-way battle with RTX 2060s, because maybe all the press are getting sent these cherry-picked samples and they're just performing better than what the normal person should expect of a 2060. Maybe. I got to get proof of that, but it just seems a little bit weird that a card like the 2070 with 20% more CUDA cores, pretty much the same clock speeds. I believe the Founders is actually faster on the 2070 than the 2060, and it has 33% more memory bus bandwidth, can perform, like, you know, the 2060 overclocked, you can catch up to it. I've never seen a 2060 in the studio overclock 20% on air. So it doesn't have, I think it's unrealistic to expect those gains out of a 2060. And so you're really going to expect, since they're both mid-range cards in the lineup, you're going to expect sort of like equal levels of overclocks on those cards. That's just my thinking. So they're going to perform in tandem, where I believe on average the 2070 should be performing like it did in that video, where it's 20%. That's what my results found. Sometimes it was bigger, sometimes it was worse. Metro Exodus being a really weird outlier, so I'm going to scrap that benchmark completely. But I can't wait for this retail sample because I want to see, because I know my 2060 Founders, man, it goes so hard, but I want to see if like a retail sample is going as hard as that Founders, which I don't think is the case. And so that will make that 2060 comparison that I did versus 2070 that much more valid. But anyway, what's going on behind here is just a mess. Like, look at all this rubbish that's just piled up here. It's just like, damn, man, like I'm going to clean this out pretty much later today. We've got another build over here. I'm going to do that. That's a booked up build, and I'm really going to show that on the channel because it's just, yeah, it's another RX 570. So it's like people are getting sick of RX 570s already. So we're going to just ditch that. And then there's some more rubbish down here with Lenovo's and stuff, and then some other stuff. It's just, oh man, it's just like messy, 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 messy. Yeah, and then 5 kids for 5 PCs. That, guys, so cool, good news. We're lined up the school, they're selecting the winners now. So pretty much in March, you're going to see finally these PCs getting given away to these kids. Finally, man, that's been like 6 months in the making just to get some PCs given away for a good cause. So that's gonna come. We got on the table here, I figured I'm gonna take a look at these old Quadros and see if they can actually play games. I get so many of these things. Like you pull them out of PCs And I just want to actually know if they can play any games, if they're actually decent. Because if they are, I mean, you can put together some $100 rigs or whatever, and they can play like Dota 2 or CSGO. That's what I'm keen to see if these cards can do. Then we got the next budget build up here. I think there's a new game called Spellbreak. And of course, I'm just itching to build a used budget price performance rig here. 120 GB SSD, 8 GB RAM, i5 Haswell, GTX 970, and SSD. And then this power supply here, I'm going to try and rig that up to get it working with this board. So that'll be interesting with a real dirty banger case. And that is that. I ended up over here. We ended up moving the streaming desk over from here to here. I just think it looks a lot better. I'm going to try and get the new streaming look like that sort of thing. But I have to think about maybe even putting a darker tint on this window behind the chair and getting some very strong lighting so the streaming setup just looks mint. That's work in progress. We've got Darth Jar Jar finally set up here. He's more going to become kind of like more of a showpiece at the moment because I've really got to, I fixed the top fans up. They're pretty quiet, but I got to fix that pump. That pump is making so much noise at the moment, and I don't really know another way to fix that other than replacing the whole unit. And of course, with that, you're going to have to bleed the whole system out and then change the pump over, which, I mean, look at it, it's just in there. It's like so finicky in there. It's so much, like it's actually more work than it looks like it should be. And I just really don't have time at the moment because I'd love to use this as a dedicated streaming rig. I don't know, but yeah, in the meantime, it's sort of just hanging there and chilling there. And then we finally wall mounted this monitor over here. So this was one of the things I wanted to do for a while. And it's been so handy when I'm benchmarking because now I can benchmark. I'm watching on this monitor. I'm also recording to my computer at the same time. Got Cooler Master sending over some benchmark rigs as well. So I can't wait for that. That's just going to be cool because I'm going to have one over there and then one over here for testing parts for like Can Yes Fix It and stuff. Then we got this over here, which is the Logitech G102 or 203. I've just fallen in love with these mice. I'm going to pretty much get a few more of them, just plaster them through my studio. Absolutely phenomenal mouse if you're a fingertip gripper. Definitely love it. It's like it's G3 all over again, the Logitech G3 all over again. And then, yeah, guys, I really just got to get on top of this stuff. It's just so busy. We've still got I think a 2080 versus 2070 comparison to do. I just finished taking a look at ASRock's Desk Mini as well. That's such a good little unit for what it is. And you can mount it on the back of monitors. And then, I don't know, other than that, it's just yeah, one big mess in the studio at the moment, just trying to sort of keep my head above water with it all. There's the next Can Yes Fix It. There'll be all the parts that have lined up so far, excluding kind of like from that RTX 2070 there. So yeah, you can see here it's just been busy, man. One-man band. The video editor Yusuf, he's been, I hate to say it, he messaged me and said I'm like, I'm not that enthusiastic about tech. And so he hasn't helped out making content for like 2 months now. And I got the inkling sort of as he got into it here, he sort of started off very strong. He was passionate about making videos. But then the more it went on, he just sort of didn't, his passion waned off and he just didn't, you gotta love this job. And I think people look at YouTube and they come in and they think, oh, it's so easy to be a YouTuber. It's totally easy, man. You just get free products, you just do videos. It's so easy, but they don't understand that it's so much harder. You gotta test those products properly. You gotta stand by your results. You gotta put your integrity into this, passion into this. Then you got to make the content, make sure the voice works all good, make sure the post editing's good, the colors are fine, the balance is fine, make sure everything flows well, make sure the audio is balanced in that sense. Then you got to apply your filters to your audio, apply your filters to your footage. It takes so much time. You got to upload, make a thumbnail, make a description. It's a lot of work. And some people have messaged me on the Gold Coast locally here. I guess they've tried to start YouTube channels and it's hard work. So I guess Yusuf found out firsthand how hard it was. And, I guess it's not for everyone, but, at this stage, it's like, for me, it's just clockwork. You get used to doing something so much, you get, I guess, good at doing it. So that's, for me, this whole thing is just clockwork now, just doing YouTube videos and the YouTube grind. For me, it's not really a grind, especially when I got this stuff right here to look forward to, the used stuff. Of course, you guys know the deal with the used stuff. It doesn't really pay much money doing the YouTube videos for it, but that's why I like to mix in the new stuff and the used stuff, because everyone wants to buy new products. Like the used stuff, of course, I love it. The majority of my viewers love it, but you still got to get that search algorithm out there for new products. And if people are going to click on your affiliate links, rah, 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 then that's where you're going to make a bit of your money on your channel. So yeah, it's new versus used. I think I'm keeping up a great balance between the two. And so let us know in the comments as well what you guys think about that balance at the moment. That's why I'm trying to just keep as much used stuff, because I just love doing it. I know you guys love it way more. I'm checking the analytics on Google, and yeah, all the used stuff gets so much more views than new stuff. And I'm like, come on guys, I need the new stuff to get views as well. So, but yeah, that's that. And also another scary thing is, even though the views are up a lot this month, there's that new Adpokkolypse, and it started hitting from a few days ago. Like you can see it in your analytics. AdSense has literally dropped in half. Like that's how bad it is. I've noticed I was getting like $100 and something a day, and then it's just dropped down on the AdSense to like literally half that. So it's crazy how one person can just pretty much affect so many lives out there, because it's not just me, there's so many other people out there now that are going to be affected by this Adpokkolypse thing. And you know, what was that guy thinking? What did he, you know, he must have had a vendetta against YouTube. And like I researched up about it and sort of watched it behind the scenes. He must have had a vendetta. It must have been salty that he couldn't get anywhere as a YouTuber or something like that. So, you know, because like what that Keemstar guy said was true. It's like, you're not really ruining it for anyone else but the creators, because even those people posting up their kids or whatever on YouTube are getting ads from those, you know, sickos. And it's like, you're only just affecting everyone who's making videos and putting ads on their videos, which is like every one of us. So the Adpokkolypse is hit, and we're just getting affected now for something that's completely out of my control. I got nothing to do with it. Pretty much every creator out there has got nothing to do with it. And I heard from a friend that family channels as well are apparently in the news are getting just hammered. Like those family channels that unbox toys and stuff. So I feel sorry for them. But yeah, what a mess at the moment with that Adpokkolypse stuff. But other than that, guys, as I've said to a lot of people here, I just roll with the punches. Like, that's how Tech Yes City goes, man. You asked me a plan on what's going on next month. I got no idea. We're just rolling with the punches for March now, because it's going to start the new month. And that's about all I can do. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. You don't have to hit the like button or anything. It's just behind the scenes stuff. It's not for the algorithm or search. But I'd love reading your thoughts, guys, in the comments. Anything you want to contribute to the channel as well, with ideas and stuff like that. I always love reading it, because you guys are clearly the most passionate about this channel in terms of viewers. And thank you guys so much for watching the content. And I'll catch you in the next one. I'm hopefully going to start live streaming soon. I did have an idea about live streaming and how to make it different, make it new. I've been too busy to live stream as well. I guess that's the whole thing. This month's just sort of all on. I thought it would get full on from April, but now halfway through February, it's already full on. So whatever. Let's just, yeah, roll with those punches, brothers. So I'll catch you guys in another one. Hope you enjoyed today's vlog. Peace out for now. Bye.